Hi water signs, it's Aria here. Welcome to the Intuit Cafe where I'm doing a variety of readings. I do daily readings, weekly readings, by groups of signs, weekend readings, and so on, using both the Lenormand and the tarot cards. And I'm right now doing a reading for the weekend of December 14, 15, 16, so you kind of have an idea about what some of the things that might be coming for you. And this would be for my Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So without any further ado, let's turn the camera down and let's take a look at the cards I already have laid out for you. So I started out here with my little miniature Lenormand card deck that is a lot of fun to work with because it gives me more room on my space here to do all my cards. Let's see, there we go. So I'm going to do a little bit of explanation here for what we have. So we have the cross and the fox. This is a really interesting combination because first of all, the cross suggests things that have to do with, it can be burdens and obligations and that kind of thing. So it's actually a card that often is, it's really thought of as a negative card in general, but it also has a connotation for being quite positive in another context, which would be as in things that are destined or spirituality and things like that. So the fox himself is a character that has both negative and positive characteristics in general. He also can talk about work. It can indicate work. So this could be a card that just talks about that you may have some doubts about things that you really are dedicating yourself to, and wondering if you're really on the right path in a career, or that your career and obligations at work are feeling kind of like a burden to you. But it also can be about if this paired with more positive cards, it can actually have a kind of a different meaning, and the rest of the cards in the spread are more on the more positive side of things. So it can be about the fox is crafty, and he has ways about him that can be kind of devious, but he also can it can be about planning and planning carefully, paying attention to detail. And because if we're paired with positive cards, we're kind of taking more of that positive sense. So anyway, there are some different directions this can go. Again, apply what work is most relevant to you in your life right now, whether it's kind of a work situation or whether it's just about life in general, and about the approach that you should be taking right now, which would be to have some careful planning, because this is the cross is a card that bears a lot of weight in your life. It's about the things that are the most important to you, and so it could be just suggesting that right now you need to be paying attention to those things and do some careful planning around them. The cards over here, the pair, the moon and the key. Actually, this is a really positive combination, and it suggests that first of all, it's having emotional intelligence, like EQ, and the moon is about emotions, and then the key is really having what it takes and understanding what it takes for something. So having emotional intelligence, and it's also unlocking a creativity of the subconscious mind. So we also really are understanding ourselves and others at a higher level. And if we pair that with this over here, with this planning and this, being really careful about, figuring things out, then, for kind of a higher purposes in your life, then that's a really good thing. It can really bear a lot of weight. Another thing that this moon in the key can mean can be about having an invitation or getting an excellent offer. Actually, not so much of an invitation as an excellent offer. But with a negative card nearby, and especially the fox, it can talk about, it really can indicate that it might be best to turn it down right now. So I think some of you right now are going to be having an offer from someone that it's probably better to turn it down. But overall, there's a very, very positive card here in the middle of the stars, which say that everything is working out for the very best. And so if you've had an offer from someone where you really have felt like, you're not really sure if you should take it or not, but you just have that little voice inside of you that's just telling you that you probably should turn it down, that you can trust that voice inside of you, because that's what the moon and the key is really about, is having that emotional quotient to really understand and see through things clearly, and that the stars is assuring you that everything is going to be for the best outcome. Now overall, we're gonna take a look at some tarot cards here, and we're gonna see how they reflect into this story. This situation and everything it's talking about here can definitely be about a love situation, or it could be about career or other life situations. So let's just see what comes up here. And the first thing I have here, okay, so this is about manifesting and really seeing, seeing the potential. And I kind of think like that is really what we're seeing here with the cross and the fox, because the fox is a crafty planner, and he's a businessman too, so it can also be in the sense of business. But whatever it has to do with, this card here is about your destiny, and the guy that's manifesting here with the Three of Wands is, he sees into the future, and he also has done a lot of careful planning. So again, this can be whether this is a lot about love or business. And there's assurance here of success. This really mirrors the star card, that there's success in this situation for you. And I do feel like, again, this reading is right now, I'm saying it's for this weekend, but this to me looks like it's things that have been taking place over a long time and still have a ways to play out. So you're being presented this information right now, and I think that it's going to be kind of like a story is being woven here that you'll probably see has been coming around for a long time and still has a ways to unfold. And right now we're getting a suggestion of something that you should do about this whole situation here, and it is about taking a leap, and a leap of faith. And I think that because we see here about the emotional quotient and emotional intelligence and having this creativity of the subconscious mind, actually the Fool often is thought of as the subconscious mind. And so in your subconscious mind, you really do have all the answers to really any kind of problems or questions and situations that you might be facing. You have it within you. And so you have the ability to manifest whatever it is you're manifesting, because it is within inside of you. And that's why you are successful, because it's like it's coming up from inside of you. It also is reflected in the star card, because that it is, the Fool is kind of like charmed. He lives a charmed life in a sense. So there is something about taking a journey here. The Fool is about leaping with like this sense of abandonment, but I think that some of you are having something that you are leaving behind in doing that. And this Eight of Cups is about leaving things behind, and it does have things to do with emotions, because cups are emotions. And so the very likely a love situation for many of you is being indicated here. And whether you're looking to leap into it, and you've left something behind, emotionally in some way, that it's time for you to move on and take a leap to do that. That might be a hard thing to do, but again, we're assured that there's success in it, and it is something you've been manifesting for some time. And so you can really trust yourself. Again, going back to the key and the moon being that emotional intelligence. It does seem like there's something here that isn't seen or not known. But this card can also be about really going within for answers, which is, again, being reflected in the assurance of the key and the moon, that you have the ability to find the answers within yourself, and also the destined, the destiny that's here. The star and the cross is really about destiny, and that fox. The fox really is a clever and I don't want to say crafty, but clever guy, and he really does analyze things from different angles, and it could be this is what is being indicated here too, is just going within inside of yourself, blocking out what other people are trying to tell you what to do, and just going within yourself to find those answers. And yeah, we have the Magician here, which is really quite connected to the Three of Wands over here with manifesting. And I think it is even, we're seeing some connection here with the key and the moon, because this guy has the tools. He has the key within him to manifest and create and bring about this success here. But it is going to take a leap of faith. So if you have been considering, if there's something, this card did talk about an offer. And I don't know, because the offer kind of feels like for the most part, it's probably better to reject that offer, because when the fox shows up, it could be there's something in that offer that is not meant for you. Maybe that's where the walking away from an offer. But that in and of itself is also a leap, because maybe that offer was like something known, and then the leap into the unknown here isn't always easy to do. But in the long run, I feel like it does get connected with your manifesting. And what it is you're manifesting. And we do have the Devil card come up. I'm going to do a clarifier for that. Devil and burdens. So something or someone has, there's been a lot of burdens. Okay, we got a good outcome card here. We have the Ace of Cups. So, which is all about emotions and connecting with your emotions. So I do feel like there's a strong connection between what's being walked away from and the offer that's probably not the best offer that you should accept. And this is here a reason why, because there's something in that offer that it, might look on the surface to be like, all hot and sexy. It might, be like a great offer on the surface, but when you really get down into the fine print and the details, you're going to see that there's really a lot, there's a big, something in it is actually a burden. Something in it isn't going to be easy to carry. It's going to be hard to carry, and you'd be a lot better off walking away from that. You'd be a lot better off, this guy doesn't have anything on his back, and he's left everything. He's left all those cups behind, where this guy, it's quite a burden, and it's not easy going for him. And so really taking the time to go within and consider that offer is probably, going to reveal this to you. And then the outcome is going to be that, the Ace of Cups is assurance that whatever comes, we have this assurance over here as well, and the stars in the center is saying that there is very much going to be a positive outcome for this, and you can trust that. You can trust yourself in your higher knowing in this whole situation that's unfolding. So I thank you all so much for watching and for subscribing, liking, and sharing my channel with others, as I'm just launching this new channel, and appreciate that. If you have any further questions you'd like to comment below, I'll pull a couple of cards for you, reply, and hopefully get some greater insights. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.